Everybody, glad to be back together. This is quite an occasion.
Yeah, absolutely.
I mean, last time we saw each other, we was the Jared Leto Sex Island. We made it out alive, STD free.
Yeah, that was
well, maybe you did.
that was a wild Morbius premiere, and so here we are.
I still haven't seen it.
I haven't seen it either, actually.
I'm waiting for somebody to re-release it in theaters. I'm not going to see it until it comes back.
Yeah, I'm trying to see it on Twitter.
Ooh, yeah.
I think it's on HBO or Netflix now.
I think it's on Netflix. Yeah.
Yeah. It's definitely streaming on something, but I got to
get
the theater experience or that. Yeah. I don't know. Pull a Martin Scorsese. It's only real cinema if you see it on Twitter or like the Target self-checkout camera.
Can't be the anti-David Lynch say you got to see it on your phone.
Yeah, he would be very upset about that. But he didn't direct Morbius. Snyder did, right? Release the Snyder cut of Morbius, please.
I think Snyder wrote Morbius.
It's just
when are you going to do it?
Morbius in black and white and high contrast.
Oh my god!
Yes, and four hours of it.
Yeah.
Speaking of black and white, did you guys catch Werewolf by Night?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, that was a good one.
That was good. Man. Yeah.
I watched the making of too. It was like a little 45-minute thing.
Oh, the assembled kind of thing.
Yeah, kind of. It wasn't called Assembled, but it was called like Director by Night, and it was kind of like a little documentary made by the guy's brother. And he was just behind the scenes and playing around with like little things in the set and stuff. And it was cool, man. It was informative. And I guess the brother and the director like recorded everything they did since like they were kids. Like they had a Super 8 camcorder and stuff. So they're like tapes and they made movies since they were kids. I was like, man,
it's like that
homie really made it. He really made it. Like from doing your own home videos to just like actual MCU thing. That's crazy, being from like I guess a professional was like a soundtrack score guy, which is amazing. That'd be like my dream, doing scores for movies. But like you get a direct one on top of that, and Feige just asked him. Like that's crazy.
I really like Werewolf by Night because they showed Man-Thing's whole dick and balls. Like that was crazy.
They did. I wasn't expecting that.
I
was expecting the balls.
That was supposed to be his dick.
I think that was Lucas's joke. I gotta make sure I didn't usurp that one.
I mean, don't we say that about every new Marvel thing that comes out? Oh my God, they show their dick and balls. Except in Wakanda Forever, they didn't show Namor's dick and balls, which were out in the whole set, like fucking the entire.
He was a mermaid.
Yeah,
he doesn't have dick and balls. He's a mermaid.
Just had the fishtail. Well, we should.
They showed his fishtail though.
Before we go too deep, I just do want to introduce the show for all the listeners. This is a special episode of the Succ, and I'm here with the homies Lucas Anderson, Jason Cantu, Jawn Camunez. We've done a podcast in the past, Comics Misexplained, and we've been trying to get back together. We talked about it for a while. I talked about it with the Succ co-host, and we were like, hey, we got something going. Let's just put it all together. So we're going to keep doing our media coverage, comic book, movies, TVs, all that stuff. And so welcome listeners to, I'm saying a special episode, but maybe it's not so special. Maybe we'll keep this going for a while.
That'd be cool, man. Were you still going to bring on another Succ co-host?
Yeah, but they haven't seen the dick and balls yet, so we couldn't. We didn't want to
that'd be funny. They're like, I haven't seen it. I have no idea what you guys are talking about. Like that'd be extra funny. I think.
It'd be big spoilers, though. I mean, we're gonna describe the dick and balls in deep detail, and there's like a lot of butt crack too that I want to talk about, and so
that's fair. They only did have the dick and balls in the Snyder cut of Werewolf by Night, so very understandable that they haven't seen it yet.
Is Snyder's last name Obama? Is that
they won't say, they won't release it.
What is it? Release the Snyder's last name. Yes.
But no, I think we will probably get more of the Succ hosts in the mix. Tonight's show started as the premise was we were going to talk about Wakanda Forever, and then we just kept adding stuff to the show notes. So I don't know. Yeah. We probably could have had somebody from the show otherwise on, but nobody had seen Wakanda Forever. So I mean, I invited everyone, but they hadn't seen it. Maybe they've seen Man-Thing, Stick and Balls. Maybe they could have been here for that bit.
I don't even think there's still Miss Marvel. I mean, how far back can we go?
Dick and Balls.
were long. Oh wait, they changed their powers. Never mind, they weren't that long. They were just glowing and hard, crystalline,
glowing and hard.
Glowing and hard
as they are.
Were the balls hard or just the dick?
Yeah, big mutant.
Big mutant powers.
Yes, yeah.
Big mutant energy.
Your balls would be hard too. Yeah.
Yeah, big mutant energy.
Well, okay, so speaking of mutants, wasn't Namor supposed to be the first mutant in the Marvel comics, but not anymore, apparently, in the movies? Is that right?
I think technically in the movies he is, because he's so old.
Yeah, he's like 400 or something.
Yoda age or something like that.
But he drank the the fish serum or whatever that was.
Yeah, fish serum.
Mutant suit.
So he wasn't. Does that what makes him a mutant?
No, he didn't drink it. He was born with it in his blood because his mom,
his mom drank it.
Yeah.
Okay, that's right. So he is a mutant. Spoiler alert to everybody listening if you haven't seen.
Oh fuck!
Go see that first.
Well, I guess another spoiler alert for the ending is Black Panther's son a mutant? Is he born with the Panther? The big Panther.
That makes no sense to me, man. Because
does it pass on or is it?
No, because Chadwick Boseman's character T'Challa, he wasn't born with it, and they're everyone else was Black Panther before him.
Right.
Before him, they weren't born with powers. They still had to do the whole entire serum flower thing.
Maybe it's they're genetically predisposed to the flower, and that genetic predisposition is a mutant that fucking gene. I don't know. Kevin Feige does something.
They got
Inhuman then, right?
Yeah, I was kind of surprised how
that's how they're going to bring that whole franchise back.
Yeah, I was surprised that Shuri had powers without the suit. She was super strong. I was like, oh wait, I thought it was the suit that gave them powers, but I guess not.
No, I thought the herb. Was supposed
to, she got that Namor DNA too.
Oh yeah, she used.
You're right. Yeah.
The different vibranium, I forgot.
Yeah. She used
what's the name? Their
DNA from the flower, and then Namor's DNA, which had the fish cum in it.
Yeah. Okay. I think I missed
and then she spliced them together to make this fuck up panther fish DNA, and then she drank its jizz.
That Kulkulkan hits differently. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. What about the weird suits? All the new suits that just kind of look bizarre, we have the Wakandan suits that Shuri made that look like Mortal Kombat characters. She looked like fucking Cyrax.
They look like Hellboy characters.
Alien Predator. Yeah,
I was not a fan of that. No. I was not. It really took me out of it.
I think it's because she's getting older. They're put everyone in an Iron Man suit. You can just put them in a helmet and do anything, just animate them.
Fuck it.
Yeah, I did feel like they just tried to shoehorn in as many superhero origins as possible. Okay, now she has a suit, and now I guess Ironheart, of course, has to have a suit. But there was a lot of
her suits. That was really weird. How Ironheart, she chested blasted a guy, but she doesn't have an arc reactor in her chest. I'm how did she do that? Yeah. And then also another time she's flying around, she's woo! I'm there's no wind blowing in your face. You have a helmet. You're
well, it's just exhilarating, Jason. That's
I guess.
Yeah, it's just called having fun. It's called having fun.
It's called having serotonin. She's only 19. She still has that.
Exactly. Only a week ago she was in Brooklyn, and now she's in Wakanda. Are you kidding me? I'd be woo as well.
Do you think Everett Ross is going to be White Wolf now that he has to be in Wakanda now?
I thought what's his name was the White Wolf.
Bucky, yeah, but he's not. They didn't change his name after the.
They kind of glossed over that.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, right.
Maybe it was the White Dog.
Yeah, put him in a suit. Give him a suit. Give him a helmet armor also.
Iron Hulk.
I can't see that guy playing a superhero. Period on anything. He has to play the buttoned up straight guy.
They're giving everyone an Iron Man suit. Fuck it, just put him in a fishbowl camera. Yeah, Armor Wars. There you go.
Yeah, no, instead of Secret Wars, Armor Wars is going to be the biggest MCU film of all time. Just every superhero in armor. Fucking just Nick Fury in armor.
Armor around the earth, like Tony Stark really wanted. Yoda.
yeah, exactly.
Yoda and Iron Man are
Yoda. Not Baby Yoda, just regular Yoda.
Yeah, Baby Yoda and adult Yoda, all ironed up.
Yeah, dude, it's the multiverse. They can both be there.
Right? Yeah, Disney Secret Wars. Armor Wars. That's right. Secret Armor Wars. That's what it's going to be.
Yeah,
Secret
things
Armor Wars,
cocking balls, just armored up.
They're going to show the Death Star's cock and balls like we've always wanted to see.
Finally, Feige, get it together. Well, I mean, Wakanda, there's a lot of elements to cover. I think that one of the biggest things about it was that apparently this is the end of the phase 4, which has been an interesting phase for the Marvel Cinematic Universe or whatever. I mean, it's had a lot of shows in it, right? Like what was it, like 5 different shows?
It was the most content put out in a whole entire year, and I think it was like the fuck it, let's see what happens, what sticks era, because like COVID, you know what I mean? Like,
right.
And then it's just like everything doesn't have to have a through line anymore. It can kind of just be over there, some things, and it was really experimental. And I feel like Wakanda Forever was like the only actual true one that still kind of could be cohesive. Canon. All the rest is like, I mean, I guess Loki, WandaVision.
I feel like Loki was super strong with a lot of connections, and I feel like we're gonna see a lot of that come through. In like, apparently, it's rumored that Mobius will be in the new Deadpool movie. Have y'all heard that?
Right,
I have heard that. Yeah,
but we don't know. I mean, who knows?
Yeah.
Who knows?
Okay,
I want to be
so
one of those people
I have
make shit up like that.
What's that?
I have a list of all of the Phase 4 projects, and it's actually pretty insane how many that came out. I can just shoot them off real quick if y'all want to hear them.
Let's hear it. All right.
It's in order. So Black Widow, Shang-Chi, Eternals, No Way Home, Multiverse of Madness, Love and Thunder, Wakanda Forever. Okay, those are all movies.
So those are all the movies. Okay.
Yeah. WandaVision, Falcon and Winter Soldier, Loki, What If, Hawkeye, Moon Knight, Miss Marvel, She-Hulk, and then Werewolf by Night, and then I guess Guardians Holiday Special is technically Phase 4. I didn't
really
know that. That's what it's included in this Wikipedia, but
that makes
kind of weird
to me. Yeah, I mean, since it's coming out like the end of this month or something.
Is it?
I think so.
Wow.
Well, maybe in December, I guess it would make more sense, but it could be. I feel like it's supposed to be soon.
Okay.
The reason I thought it was maybe this week for some reason. I'm like, wait, we're not in December, but
it's soon for
Time
sure.
is a flat circle.
I guess. I mean, that would kind of make sense to me. To like, I mean, it's weird to end it that way, but it also would be weird to kind of include it. I feel and
I feel like it's also one of
kind
those
of
side
in a
things,
nebulous.
Yeah, it's like a side thing, like Werewolf by Night.
4.25.
Yeah,
right.
Yeah, and then like it's crazy because Phase 4 started with WandaVision, if I remember correctly. Like that's that was strong. That was probably some of the best Marvel content like to date. Still,
I really enjoyed WandaVision for sure.
Yeah, WandaVision went hard. Loki went hard. I feel like all the other Disney Plus shows were like definitely worth watching, but like did not compel me in the same way those shows did.
I did like Hawkeye though. I'll throw that out.
Actually, I wasn't expecting a lot out of Hawkeye, but it was very enjoyable. I
feel like I'm trying to think how some of the shows kind of square that circle to some of the movies or connect. Like there's still some loose ends, and some of them are tied up. Like for instance, like Shang-Chi, we saw Wong come and pull out Abomination. We're like, how's that connect? We found out in the She-Hulk show how that connects. At the end of Shang-Chi, though, the after credits, you see Hulk. He still has like the burnt arm in a cast. For some reason he's finding She-Hulk. So when is that? I don't know. That's kind of like one of those things that they maybe might have messed up on.
Right.
I mean, you got to give them some credit. I mean, they with She-Hulk, they went all the way back to the first Hulk movie. With
that was cool.
Tyler Durden. I mean, they always pick up the the pieces. They pick up the crumbs, they put them back together.
Yeah, I
But I
mean,
agree,
yeah, that's true. They find the smallest tiny plot hole. They may give it a Disney Plus series, and there you go. I mean,
Yeah.
The arm from Guardians of the Galaxy. I gotta have that guy's arm is getting its own series.
Yeah, they
Rocket
find the
Raccoon
foreskin
and
and then they sew it back on. Yeah.
I gotta have that guy's foreskin. I'll be right back. Star-Lord, cover me. I'm gonna get his foreskin.
At this point, we're probably getting definitely a Wong spinoff, right? And maybe Wong and Madison with two N's and a Y, but it's not where you think.
That's
I mean, I don't know. Wong is kind of like Hulk, where we never really got a Hulk solo project, but he showed up in so many projects overall. I mean, Phase 4 was basically Phase Wong. I mean, he was in so many projects.
Yeah, and then just Captain Marvel showing up at the end credits to some projects. Like that's just
right.
Wong and Captain Marvel buddy cop series at least.
I mean, at the same time, I kind of gotta cut them on them because it feels like they, when you started Phase 4 with the Disney Plus shows and it was WandaVision and you had the movie characters, it was like it felt like a big ask that they delivered on. And then as it kind of went forward, after Falcon and Winter Soldier, it started to become more new properties, and they would just sneak those cameos in instead. They just sprinkled them in. I should have added Loki in there, of course, as well. But I don't know how I feel about that. I think Captain Marvel should have showed up a little more in Miss Marvel, to be honest. Beyond just, well, what do y'all think happened in the scene? Right? She shows up and she's holding her hand, and that's pretty much it. But she had a whole different suit on, and
they kind of leaked about what happened. Yeah,
they swapped. There's a trailer apparently that only some people got to see, so it's still not released.
So it's like a
in the trailer
Friday kind of thing.
Yeah, but
and it involves Monica Rambeau as well. Yeah. Big energy three-way.
Switch places. Yeah.
three Lindsay Lohans. Wait, no, that's the Parent Trap.
Freaky Friday.
Freakies Fridays.
I can't. Yeah, there it is.
Freak the Friday.
Well, I guess speaking of multiple, what do they call them? Variants. I'm reading here that Sony is definitely not going to let go of those movie rights. In fact, they're going to double down and hold on to the Spider-Man rights as long as possible, because there's going to be a Spider-Man TV universe, I guess on Amazon, which is interesting. And it starts with Silk, the female spider. It's female spider. What am I trying to say here?
Yeah, it's like female Spider-Man. Yeah, totally.
That seems like the wrong way to say it, but Spider-Woman is a character already, right?
Yeah, which has nothing to do with Spider-Man at all either. Yeah, it's so weird.
The female spider.
Silk is a newer character. I guess we have Madam Web in the works from Sony as well, which I don't understand why that would have ever been a movie. But I mean, what do y'all think?
They have to make movies. They have it in a contract. They have to make a movie every 4 or 5 years, and that involves everything in the Spider-Verse. So we have to. We're responsible for dealing with it.
Do you think the TV thing is how they shed the leashes of Feige and the MCU, and they're just like, we'll go to TV. You don't have that. We'll do that. You have Disney Plus. We'll do
their CW verse basically.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's funny because it was supposed to be up previously on AMC Plus, I think, and then somehow they got the contract to go to Amazon. I'm like, wow, good for you. Maybe you get a budget for your stuff,
I guess, yeah, that's true, yeah.
But this is
Amazon's animation game for superhero stuff's on point, with Invincible and that Boys cartoon spinoff. Great animation, big budgets, great voice actors. But this is live action, so I mean, at least Amazon's been putting up cash for stuff. I'm not sure what the deal is with Sony, but that's possible.
How much money does Amazon have left?
Also with Ring of Power. Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
With AMC though, we could have had the Better Call Saul Spider-Man crossover.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Never gonna see that now.
I didn't think about that. That's amazing.
Some alternate version of Peter Parker.
It's a what if.
Yeah, I want to see Saul and Daredevil and She-Hulk in the courtroom. Yeah.
Yes.
So
I think somebody
so Walt
made
throws
an
the
edible-
pizza on his house, and then we see Webb grab the pizza slice and then take off, and
Yes.
it goes and
It's
zooms
time.
in on Spider-Man.
And Saul's like, do a flip.
What's up,
You can
Webhead?
see it. We
Mark
missed some opportunities.
Ermintrout's just like, now, Peter, this is what you're gonna do.
This is what's going to happen.
Jesus
You're gonna put your dick and
Christ.
balls in these tights. You're going to swing
I mean, give it
across the
100
city.
years. We're going to see it.
Put him in an Iron Man suit. Give Saul an Iron Man suit.
It'll be made.
Ooh.
All of it will be made.
Better Call Stark. But that's actually a Game of Thrones show, which makes it even weirder.
Yeah, especially
Whoa.
because they still have Iron Man armor.
And it's based in the AMC Breaking Bad universe. Nobody knows why.
Yeah.
Walking Dead, too.
That blue meth is how the White Walkers become
There you go.
themselves.
There it is.
You know, yeah.
Crystal
Blue eyes.
This is unbelievable.
This
Is that just Extremis? Is that Iron Man 3 all over again?
I think Resident Evil might be in the AMC verse as
Oh,
well.
no.
So
It's in
I
the
think-
Netflix verse.
I
now,
think
so
Walter White might have been the
Oh,
Night
shit.
King.
I am the one who comes with the winter. Wait,
I am the one who
no.
comes.
Yeah.
No, that's Ted Beneke.
Well, we started with Black Panther, and I think it's important to bring up the fact that a very famous consideration for the next Black Panther actor, Ryan Gosling, who didn't get it, unfortunately. He was a shoo-in, but I don't know. I don't know why.
Yeah.
But there was news, I guess, today or the past couple of days that I guess for the Thunderbolts movie, he's being eyed as the villain, as a kind of like a Homelander. Who is the like Superman of
funny.
Marvel?
Yeah, the
Is
Sentry.
that-
Sentry.
Okay.
Yeah,
but
there's two of them. There's like the Sentry and Hyperion.
Yeah.
But the Sentry is kind of more like he has like a Jekyll and Hyde kind of alter ego thing
The Void.
called the Void. Yeah, and he doesn't know when the Void is going to come out. You know, and it's kind of like he has like a kind of like a broken mental thing, like Legion, kind of. You know what I mean?
it's cool.
Okay.
Sentry's cool. He's like Superman, but more interesting. And I mean,
With more mental health issues because he's
Yeah.
from a real America and not an idolized version.
I think he's agoraphobic. Is that correct? Like does that mean he doesn't leave his house or something? He doesn't.
He doesn't
stays
want to because
inside?
he's afraid of like the Void coming out. You know, he's just too afraid of himself. And
afraid
when
of
it might
being around
happen.
people, but
Man,
that
that's
doesn't
real.
sound like agoraphobia. That just sounds like afraid of, hurting people because you're too powerful and you can't contain.
So Ryan
them.
Gosling would just
That's
be
why I don't
driving in
think
a car.
Damn, that's dope. I
I can
drove.
see Ryan Gosling
2011.
doing that. How many characters are going to be in Thunderbolts at this point? What the fuck?
That's a
kind of
lot.
movie
Too
is
many.
this?
Too many. The movie's gonna suck probably.
They're all going to have Iron Man suits. I don't know.
It's gonna be trash.
Thunderbolts, Iron Wars 2 or Armor
Yeah,
Wars
Elaine
2.
from Seinfeld. You know, she's in there now with the Iron Man suit,
Yeah.
in charge of the whole entire Thunderbolts.
I forgot. I
Oh,
was about to do it.
They are going to have that bass line just hits every 5 minutes or so.
Jerry Seinfeld makes a cameo in the Iron Patriot suit.
Yeah.
Hey, what's with all the armor? I mean, what's with all?
Is Kramer gonna?
A cymbal. Bam, 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 bam. Get like a bunch of other like 90s sitcom stars do. Tim Allen shows up. Like
Wilson's
What if-
just over there. And
Wilson.
he's got armor,
Yeah.
armor up to his nose, for no.
Yeah, his
They have
mask
the
is just a
CGI.
fence that pops up. Yeah, the CGI fence. Yeah.
Fucking Christ! Oh my
I
god!
did want to bring it up though because we didn't quite get on this for the Wakanda movie. I didn't expect Julia Louis-Dreyfus to be in that movie at all, and the way that they kind of like created Martin and her is like the romantic fallout situation.
Yeah,
Like,
Everett Ross.
I didn't
Yeah.
see that at all. I keep calling the actor's name instead of the I can't ever remember the character's name. Everett
I'm the opposite. I
Ross.
can't remember the
Everett
actor's
Ross.
name. Yeah.
Yeah,
But, I mean,
I think I was gonna say they really that movie kind of left us with on a big cliffhanger with upcoming war. Apparently, I guess the U.S. is about to wage war on Wakanda, and that's going to be big. I don't know. She wants to get all the vibranium, which is insane. So
Yeah, that's what I guess what Thunderbolts would be about, is trying to get vibranium from Wakanda. But I mean, who knows with this whole entire Ryan Gosling thing? Were they going to fight the
Ryan
Sentry for
Gosling's
something?
the new Black Panther.
That's why it makes sense. Perfect sense.
And because the Thunderbolts are the United States, he has to be the bad guy. It all makes sense.
Yeah,
Amazing.
He says no condom forever, and then everyone cheers. He says a line.
McDonald's
He says a
forever.
line.
We have got the breaking news here on the Succ. Just wait till this episode comes out. All the sites, the direct, you know, we got this covered. Y'all got nothing on the new Rockstars. Nothing. We got this figured out 2 years ahead of this. 2 years ahead of the first trailer. We got the whole plot.
We got Faggy on the line.
We need some crazy merch like new Rockstars. We dropping these meme shirts.
for real, I have a new Rockstar shirt. It's really cool. I mean,
Nice. Show me that. I'll like slightly alter it enough to not get copyright infringement. We can sell it for the show.
We could be the new
Hell
cockstars.
The new Rockstars. Is that what we should call our show?
yes,
No shits, absolutely. Yeah,
that's
care.
phenomenal. Yeah,
Yeah.
I hate that. I hate it.
It's just man thinks dick and balls as the logo.
New Succ Stars? That kind of
New Succ Stars. New Succ Stars kind of in brand. Yeah, I like that we're doing this now. Yeah.
Yeah, I think we just keep workshopping it every episode. You never decide and just.
That's
Never
part of the
decide,
branding.
yeah.
That's part of the whole thing. That's
we're like the MCU. We just make it up as we go along and just oh yeah, we'll do that later. Yeah.
there's little Easter eggs everywhere that we'll come back to.
Well, yeah, we'll have a future episode that calls back to this, and we'll be like, "Remember when we said new cock stars? Yeah, well, that's
Check
the name
it
of
out.
This episode.
Look at it. I got a cock ring now, so check it out.
It's official.
Like,
We get some
branded
YouTube
cock
bros
ring.
just like, that's a callback to Succ episode, blah, 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 where they mention cocks.
That's good.
Cockverse confirmed.
Oh wow!
Oh man.
I'm gonna cry. Oh. All right. Well, speaking of cocks, I guess Ryan Cockring. I mean, what is his actual name? Ryan
Gosling.
Deadpool.
Black Panther.
The other Ryan.
Reynolds.
Oh yeah.
It's Reynolds. Oh, I thought it was Cockring. Sorry, I was way off. Ryan Reynolds. This was a month or so ago. Announced Deadpool 3. Like we knew it was coming, but announced it in a really weird way to say that we're gonna have a movie coming out in like over 2 years, but because of the long wait, we're gonna let you know that Hugh Jackman is back as Wolverine. What do you guys get? I mean, this is interesting to me because I don't think Hugh Jackman really needs to come back, but I think the two of them could really be funny together. But I also think like, why not just wait and tell us this later? Like, what I mean,
Right.
what is the
I think
goal here?
It could be fake. It could just be a big ruse and he's not ever in the movie,
Ooh.
which would be pretty funny.
That'd be
John's
Yeah.
Actually
theories
pretty
are
great.
back on the show. This is
John's
what we
theories.
need. I like
He's
this
just not
theory
in it.
too.
Yeah.
I like
Not
this.
even a post credit or anything. Not even like just not
Just
mentioned
teased
what
it.
yeah. I think that'd be great. Maybe it's perfect Deadpool like
That would be the funniest possible scenario. It's just that he's just not in it, period. And they never address it. They never say anything about it.
there's no official statements or anything.
That's
just
too
like
funny.
him.
They won't do that.
It's just Deadpool hanging out with Howard the Duck or something, the whole entire time.
I think instead what they'll actually do is have Hugh Jackman as Wolverine, Jake Gyllenhaal as Mysterio, and Ryan Reynolds as Deadpool wearing he's wearing the Christmas sweater, and they'll recreate the meme in classic hacky Marvel style at this point because they know how to lean into it, but it's too calculated. Like we saw the meme with the Spider-Man. They did it right. They had all the Spider-Man pointing at each other. That's my prediction. Jake Gyllenhaal in Deadpool 3. I'm calling it now.
That's a big one.
Right.
Okay.
Right.
That
Okay.
is, yeah.
As Donnie Darko, Mysterio.
It's Donnie Darko.
Whoa.
There's also been a couple other rumors that the X-23 would return, and it would be the same actress, which I guess she was. The previous movie was a while ago, so she would be like Young Avengers eligible at this point, I would say.
Well, would she be a time traveler? Like, are they retconning it? Like, it's if Old Man Logan has happened, but then she's older and Hugh Jackman's roughly the same age.
Don't ask those questions.
You
For the
can't
love
go
of
to
God.
Marvel movies without taking your suspension of disbelief and shoving it up your ass.
Yeah,
For the love of God.
Ant-Man and Thanos. Yeah.
Simulating it as full as possible with your suspension of disbelief.
I just hope they bring back Charles Xavier and kill him for the 4th time in Deadpool 3.
He deserves a respectful send-off. I mean,
it's
awful.
that was not the way for him to go in Multiverse of Madness. Really, when I think about it now,
it was brutal. It was brutal.
And I'm hoping
should at least got pegged or something.
Yeah, I'm hoping that the Wolverine Deadpool is like they do Deadpool kills the universe, but with Wolverine, and they can like time travel or whatever.
Travel the multiverse.
Yeah.
That'd be
brilliant.
Well, and Mobius is going to be be in it, maybe.
It's Morbin time, baby.
I was going to say, I think that's the only reason Mobius would be in it is so that they have a get out of jail free card for anything, right? He just opens the door, they go to another multiverse, they go to other variants. Like Wolverine clearly he could be several variants, not the Logan version, not any version we've seen. So.
I think he didn't run around and say this is his last time playing Deadpool.
I think so.
I was you're not going to be an X-Men or anything? Like, you're just giving up now as soon as the mutants are supposed to be introduced? Like, all right.
Come on. I mean, Disney can offer an amount of money that brings anybody back.
Yeah, I was thinking about voiceover and just animate his body, you know?
I've also heard this is the last McRib that's ever
Oh, no.
So,
this is the last time that Deadpool is going to show up without being in armor.
This is the last time Deadpool shows up without his cock and balls out fully for the whole movie.
It's all the last time. It's all the last time before Secret Wars, because we're gonna see everybody in Secret Wars, so they can't see
even the McRib too.
The McRib's coming back in Secret Wars.
Oh my!
And an Iron Man
2025 McRib comes back for Secret Wars.
We need to create a fake IGN account where we just make those square images with headlines like that.
And that the trash music, whatever it plays, like the random free music, and the little words on the
Kevin
screen.
Feige hellbent on getting the McRib back for Secret Wars.
McRib is back, baby, and it's coming 2025.
Tony Stark just shows up like Robert Downey Jr. fucking after 10 years with a McRib, does like a quippy one-liner, fucking, and that's it. They paid $1 billion for that one scene.
But it's okay because they already bought Facebook, Twitter, Amazon, everything. They have so much money now that they're just like, Robert Downey Jr., we're going to give you Puerto Rico to come be in. It's yours. You can just have it. Do as you will.
He just says it's McRibbon time.
The armor on the McRib, it doesn't have the cardboard. There's armor.
Obviously.
Back from the McRib.
Whoa! Limited edition Iron Man armor McRib. You get it. You press the button and it dissolves and it gets into your skin. And then you have the Iron Man. It's crazy. Like, you are the McRib.
The Free Sun commercials, yeah.
Thanos grabs it and adds it to his gauntlet of all of the discontinued McDonald's items. He's like, I had the
Arch Deluxe.
Here's the big and tasty and the Arch Deluxe. Now the McRib.
Oh yeah.
Oh, fuck.
I like the idea that he has his nanotechnology armor on. He just holds it up and a McRib materializes. And then he takes a bite and he looks at Doctor Strange and he's like, nanotechnology, you like that? And then Doctor Strange is like, and then the McRibs pops out of a portal and then they all shut their pants.
Ron McDonald pops out of the portal too?
Oh yeah, Grimace in an Iron Man suit.
Grimace, yes.
Grimace arm.
Yep.
I think we see Grimace's cock and balls in this movie too.
Finally, God, they've been teasing that forever.
Extremely rare. I mean, since
Decades in the waiting.
84, we've never seen Grimace's cock and balls.
It's crazy. I don't think
That
he
connects
wears
into the
clothes.
Hamburglar universe. It all connects. Yeah.
Spoiler alert: Grimace is actually a fab, so there's a Grimacy. So just saying, trans male Grimace. I mean, that's what I've heard. Rumor.
I can see that.
That's cool.
Yeah.
Big fan
Everybody
of that.
get quiet on that one. That was
Big
too
fan
far.
of that.
Edit that one out.
Well, I was checking out my tabloid sites to see if the rumors were true or not.
Yeah.
I won't know for
something
sure until I do a
reactionary.
deep dive on YouTube.
Yeah.
I had to make sure and check your facts on that one.
Yeah, there's already YouTube video reactionary videos say, "Oh, classic MCU with the Grimace trans with an agenda."
Of course.
Yeah.
Grimacy confirmed.
Oh god.
Well, speaking of something that actually isn't a rumor, this is actually really good news because when I put this on the show notes, I thought we were going to talk about old news of Blade being, shelved, the process being totally kind of, I don't know, just like jammed up because so many things are going wrong. But now they've announced a new director, Helmer Jan de Mange. Do y'all think that's how it's pronounced? I'm not totally sure. From Lovecraft Country, which I really, really love that show.
Yeah, me too. But I think he just made the pilot though, which was a great pilot, but still,
good.
all right. Yeah, sure.
I mean,
that's better news than I thought it could be. I think it's better than the past director's work. So yeah, hell yeah, bring it on. Just make Mahershala Ali happy.
Yeah, seriously, do not fuck up Blade. I mean, they have a lot riding on it, so they really need to take their time.
Okay, serious question here. Since they've kind of folded back in the Netflix verse into the MCU, that Daredevil's clearly back.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
They've kind of teased with, Jessica Jones, Luke Cage. They could all maybe come back. Not Iron Fist. Nobody wants that. What if Mahershala Ali plays his character in as Luke Cage's show and Blade in the Secret Wars?
Well, Cottonmouth died in the Luke Cage show, so unfortunately,
but his variant would show up. I mean,
you're right. Yeah. I mean, if they're rebooting everything where those shows didn't really matter, but they're keeping what they want, then we could see a return of Cottonmouth. That'd be cool.
A portal I think Cottonmouth comes out.
What they should do is the
Surprise,
Cottonmouth. The Cottonmouth variant is Wesley Snipes as Cottonmouth.
Wow.
Yeah, I think I wish they'd have Wesley Snipes as Whistler, the Blade's trainer or whatever.
Yes.
That'd be cool.
Yes.
But I hear he might be too crazy and too hard to work with, unfortunately. But I'm down with the Snipes. I wish everyone else was.
It feels like he should be in it, but that's totally understandable.
At least give him some armor and have him come back for Armor Wars.
Yeah, give him back his foreskin. Yeah.
The Iron Man armor foreskin.
God damn it. I don't know what to think about the Blade movie. I've been excited about it ever since it was announced because it just seems like
I still want that cap, man. I want that cap so bad. This is Blade with the new font.
Yeah. You can't get it?
He's the only one that got it. Mahershala Ali's the only one that owns that cap. I'm pretty sure.
That shit is dope. Yeah.
Yeah.
My mom does embroidery. I'll hook you up, Jason.
Just please. Yeah. Hell yeah. Definitely.
Do you think that do y'all think that Black Knight is gonna be in this?
It has to be. He's already talking to each other in Eternals, right? So they have 2 minutes together on screen.
They have been able to completely ignore an enormous statue in the ocean. I don't understand.
And a giant arrow and a bridge from Hawkeye. Yeah.
Yeah, literally that statue poking out of the ocean would dramatically change the Earth in every way possible, and it seems to have just been ignored. I don't know if Eternals is going to be canon for too long.
The weird thing is, in the Avengers comics, their base is inside one of those that body, whatever the Sentinels or whatever they're called. Well, not Sentinels, they're Celestial.
Yeah, Celestial.
Yeah, it's like the new Avengers base is in a Celestial. So like they could make that their new Avengers base for whatever reason. That'd be kind of cool. But
I think for the MCU, they should adapt it. The base should be in the Celestials' cock and balls. That would make
naturally. Yeah.
Well, yeah. The base in his base of his shaft,
and they exit out, on the front.
They shoot out the ships.
Whoa! Yeah, the Earth is stored in the Celestials' cock and balls.
Yeah, you need to build up pressure to shoot out. Like, yeah,
unbelievable content we got.
I think the whole thing with Arishem just being in the ocean, like Namor's pissed off about a scientist that made a machine, and there's fucking
why didn't
he wasn't up in the ocean?
Literally, I was waiting for that. Like, how are we ignoring? Yeah, it doesn't matter. Oh, that dramatically changed the entire ocean, but it doesn't mean anything to me. I'm not mad. Like,
give us that 19-year-old girl.
We're going to kill her.
Yeah. We will start a war with the entire world over her.
Namor was probably one of the better parts of Wakanda.
I love Namor. He was great.
Don't put a hairdryer near that dude. You could just dry him out, bake him, and
which is fun. Done. That's like when they first met Riri in her college dorm. They're like, "Oh, good luck putting a blow dryer on him." It's like that's what they end up doing at the end of it. Like, they said the answer right then and there.
They do. They put him in the air fryer. They just
put him in the air fryer. Yeah,
got him right inside there.
Put him in the air fryer.
I gotta make that video.
Oh,
spoiler. Very important note on the show notes we haven't touched on yet. We got to make sure we get to this one. Breaking news. I think this actually came from we got this covered. It says P.
Oh,
yeah.
Whoa. Okay.
It's highlighted in the notes.
No, wait, that was Comic Book Resources. Sorry, I got the source wrong. P.
I'm seeing this was like CBS, NBC. Everyone's covering this. This is
Fox
big.
News even. Wow.
Yeah, he is this an MCU thing, or is this canon in the real world, or
is this the new James Gunn
canon in the real world?
Donald Trump from now just came back to Twitter to tweet P.
Is that real world canon? I'm curious. Have we retconned that? I don't know.
Yeah. Hey guys, I just took a huge shit. That's canon in the real world.
Oh yeah.
No, that's
but
actually
you flush it.
Fanfic.
You flush it. You retcon it. It's gone.
Yeah.
There's no shit anymore.
Put an Iron Man suit and be like, woo! Going down the train.
MCU fans be like, my parents' marriage isn't canon.
Lucas do the thing with the poop in the toilet.
Retcon. MCU fans be like, my mom had a crossover with my gym instructor, and now my parents' marriage is retconned. They have a variant. Yeah. There's a variant in my house now. A variant of my dad.
My dad's variant.
It's not my real dad. He's from this universe 6160 knots. I'm glad we can make fun of ourselves that much, because that's basically us.
Yeah.
All right, we're getting to the tail end of the show. There are a few other things we could touch on before we go, which unfortunately we've already. I don't know if we should talk about this in a serious way or not, but I guess the Armor Wars was supposed to be a TV show. Now it's every movie and show.
We've talked about Armor Wars extensively. The whole show. So I think we can continue doing that.
You can't show an armored cock and balls on Disney Plus. It has to be in theaters.
Well, now Disney Plus is TV mature, so you can kind of like touch just to see the base of it,
Yeah.
The base of the balls.
Yeah.
If you were the original actor of, Rhodey, you tapped out, and now you see that Don Cheadle's getting his own movie instead of a Disney Plus cock and balls.
Terrence Howard. I had to think about that for a second.
Yeah, Terrence Howard, thank you. I would be a little salty personally.
Yeah. Hustle and Flow. When's Hustle and Flow Part 2 entering the MCU? I don't know.
Armor that bitch.
That's going to be in Secret Wars. Terrence Howard in Secret Wars.
Terrence Howard in Armor Wars, and then Secret. I mean,
He comes through a portal, Terrence Howard, with 3-6 Mafia behind him.
That would be amazing. I would be so happy. Wow.
David Hasselhoff as Nick Fury.
Yes.
Whoa.
Punisher's walking through the portal. Dolph Lundgren and the other two. Or the
Literally,
three, actually.
No plot, just cameos for 2.5 hours straight.
Stacking. Just stacking.
Every
on the edge of your seat. Yeah.
Yeah. Nicolas Cage, Superman.
Who the fuck is next? Just shaking.
Everyone in the theater just crying and shit. Oh my god.
Shitting and coming. Crying.
Literally no story whatsoever. Just hard cuts of just
people showing up.
YouTube live feed. Yeah.
Actor.
I think they should do like variants that almost were too. Like they have a CGI Michael Jackson Spider-Man. You know. Like,
Yeah.
Tupac.
I love that.
Yes.
No. That's the worst thing that ever happened in the cinema.
I don't have a dance too.
I will see it 3 times in theaters, though, for the record. Be clear about that.
We're going to stream it on Twitter.
Twitter and Elon will hopefully be dead by the time
Release the
movie comes
Snyder
out.
cut.
Yeah.
Snyder cut of Secret Armor Wars. It's coming. That's probably the name of this episode. Secret Armor Wars.
Secret Armor Wars. Yeah.
Armor Wars, written and directed by Snyder Obama.
Secret cock and balls. I don't know. Okay, you know what? I do want to talk about this. So Quantum Mania.
Oh, yeah.
Oh,
The new Ant-Man movie, it was leaked a while back. The trailer was leaked. I watched it. I remember we talked about it in the chat. I remember John was like, I don't want to see it. Don't let me see it. But then it came out like a couple weeks later, and it was pretty close. There's actually more. You made the right call not watching it because there was a lot more like CGI VFX stuff that was finished with like weird, I don't know if you call them aliens or quantum creatures and stuff like that. They cut out Bill Murray. Like Bill Murray, there was
that was actually the second trailer you're talking about. The one that we saw leaked. They did release like a day or two later, but then the one you're talking about now is the second trailer.
Weird.
Without Bill Murray, it's a different trailer.
I totally missed the first one. Then I just only saw the leak version.
Yes, that's the real one. That's the first one. Yeah, you saw it.
The leaked trailer is the canon trailer.
It was the official trailer. Yeah.
Whoa!
I'm confused right now.
The leaked one that we saw in the chat is the official one. It just leaked early, and it was like kind of poor quality. But then
was it just
officially
so low
came out.
res I couldn't tell that the things were the same.
Well, there was a second trailer though. Is the one you're talking about without Bill Murray in it and stuff. Yeah.
Okay.
Well, I think the first one's better than the second one. But yeah.
I got to go back and find the first one because I do remember a few things that weren't in the second one. Mm-hmm. What is y'all's take on this? I mean, it doesn't feel like an Ant-Man movie. It feels like an Avengers movie.
I think I'm gonna make a one of those sign me contract things protest about bringing back the old Quantumania logo. There's all the circles. The whole entire font. Ooh. It's gone. No,
it looks like it actually is legible. It says
you can actually read it now. Yeah,
this is a Sonic the Hedgehog moment where the internet did a good thing for the rest of the world. We didn't need that shit. I mean, somebody probably spent a lot of money, or hopefully got paid a lot of money by Marvel to create like a custom font. But yeah, it did look like shit. You couldn't read it. It looked like a tool cover or like a.
Well, it's supposed to be. It's supposed to be the language of Quantum Land USA. That's what they speak. Yeah. So that's kind of what
quantum realm. They all have a common language that corresponds to the English alphabet.
The next phase of the MCU, Kang's just writing people notes. They're like, "What the fuck does this say?"
Did y'all see that Bam Margera wrote his own language in Rehab that he writes raps in, which is basically the Quantum Mania language? I don't know if we'll have to put that in the show notes or something.
We live in a society.
In his Instagram too, he's like, it's actually way easier to write in this language or whatever, or something like that. It's like, yeah, everything's true. You just make it up.
Bam Margera is like, I got these scars jackass. It's just broke my body. I'm
What
out
if
shambles.
Bam Margera played King the Conqueror? Bam the Conqueror.
You're just punching his uncle. It says dad slapping his belly.
Spray painting Ant-Man's car with like.
No, I'm pretty excited for more Kang. I was hyped for him and
Jonathan Majors,
Loki. Yeah, we haven't seen him at all, and I'm real excited for him to have hopefully a Thanos type influence on the next 2 phases. It looks like.
Yeah.
So I'm curious just how. Well, who do you think he's going to be?
Bad in Secret Wars, yeah,
exactly. So
Kang Dynasty, yeah.
I'm curious how they're going to introduce other big bads while Kang exists, because we're getting rumors about what's his name, Doctor Doom.
Yeah, I was going to say,
and Galactus.
Wars is a Doctor Doom. I don't see Galactus coming into this phase personally.
No, I really don't.
Galactus has to go. Like, you got to get Fantastic Four in, Silver Surfer, Galactus then comes in, but like Doctor Doom, it seems weird that he's not here for Secret Wars, but it does seem like they're going to make Kang that person, right?
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
That's implied right now. Yeah, I don't know.
Could
they
be
might bring
wrong.
Doctor Doom in. Yeah,
They could.
I will say I've always been super fascinated by, I got into comics young, like back in the 90s when I was, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. I got into comics and I didn't care about Doctor Doom. I didn't care about Kang or any of that. It was X-Men, Batman, shit like that. Very straightforward cape comic stuff. When I got back into comics as an older person, when I was trying to learn how to write comics better, the Kang stuff was super interesting to me because all the variants of him, like what they're doing in the MCU now with variants and stuff, like Kang was to me, the most fascinating version of that. Like there's all, I mean, he's been in, what is he? He's been like the Reed's son. He's been like a Egyptian pharaoh. He's been, I mean, there's so many weird different versions of this guy. And I think
it's cool.
Whatever they want to do with it in the movies, I'm for it, especially with Jonathan Majors playing the character. I mean, like, I find that kind of storytelling really fucking interesting, and I
think there was an interview recently with Jonathan Majors, and he said there's so many Kang variants. I'm not sure what that means, if they're going to show any or what. But I mean, I expect to see something during Quantumania. You got to give the guy a backstory. Like, what are they going to choose for his backstory? I'm assuming it's like the original, like, kind of scientist nerd guy that's really smart and figures out the quantum realm, and then he kind of goes in and finds the different personalities or variants, from there on. But we'll see.
Do you think he's going to be related to Reed at all? Are they going to keep that?
That one's Iron Lad, So I mean, are they going to do Iron Lad? They already got Riri Williams now as Ironheart. I feel like they're not. It's kind of too convoluted.
I feel like they'll do everything in time. I mean, I feel like until Kevin Feige just falls out or retires, he's going to juice every fucking fruit in the Marvel comics. Like,
man, what happens when he retires is everything's going to go crash. It's already kind of like,
I kind of think that's going to happen. I feel like the end of Phase 7, I feel like there's going to be some sort of MCU reboot, some sort of refreshing, and Kevin Feige steps down, and for a couple years, we get like a loose type of storytelling.
Do y'all think Kevin Feige does adrenochrome or something? I mean, what is his... Does he get blood transfusions from like younger 20-year-old dudes or something like that? This workload seems unrealistic at this point. Like,
well, he has his own Iron Man suit, and he, constantly sews on more foreskin. So
it's like the Halo suit, and it jerks him off. Like,
whoa, wait!
Like,
as he works, he just constantly getting jerked off.
Wait a second. I don't remember the Halo suit jerking anyone. No, I got really into Halo canon. I don't think that's canon.
Okay, why do you throw so close to Cortana? Come on.
There was a big internet trend joke for a while that it, or maybe it is canon, but it said it jerks him off. And
Cortana,
that's dope. I want that.
I think you're thinking of Blade Runner, the second one with Ryan Reynolds or whatever his name is.
Oh yeah, my bad. Yeah. The trench coat jerks him off.
No, the one with the the drive, Ryan Reynolds or whatever his name is.
Something is jerking Ryan Reynolds off.
He had the AI. Remember, he had the AI thing. Yeah.
That's something we didn't touch on. Speaking of Blade Runner, as I guess Harrison Ford's in the cinematic universe.
I hate that.
John hates
so much.
But Jason hates this too.
I hate that. So
I'm not
much.
a big fan of it. I think Harrison Ford is just a big fucking grump, and I don't know. They could have replaced the actor with someone who isn't going to die next month.
Yeah, for sure.
I don't mean to be rude, but it's
a cartoon. I can just do a voice over a cartoon. All right, fine.
Yeah. He's going to be Red Hulk? I mean, that's implied, right? We're going to see Harrison Ford's Red Hulk.
I'm
Is he
assuming
related to Everett Ross? General Ross? Or is that his dad?
Are they related?
His uncle?
No, they're not related. I had to watch a YouTube video recently explaining that they're not related.
Were they like...
I'm going to make soy jacks of all of you guys trying to cut the episode. Just going to be all of us pointing at the Succ logo. That's it.
Oh, I hope so.
Can we all get Iron Man suits going?
So much work. Thankfully,
with our cock and balls out.
Well, that's easy. I'll just blur the crotches. It's easy. I don't have to do anything there. Yeah, I think we got that. We got that.
Oh, yeah.
Got my new Mac Studio. It's powered for this kind of.
Love that. I'm excited for you to get that. That's so sick. Because that's like what I wanted too so bad. When he said it, I was like, yes, that's amazing. Right? Oh, hell yeah.
Soy jack cock and balls. You need the power of a Mac Studio to do that.
M2 Ultra.
That checks out.
We walk around with the M2 Ultra chip in your hand all day.
There it is. I'm so glad you made the joke on the show.
Oh, shit.
John connect.
Yeah.
Oh, wow. I don't know if we can take it any further than this because this has been a ridiculous episode. But So before we go, I want to make sure I give props to everybody. Jawn Camunez, thank you for being here again on the show with the Comics Misexplained crew. Where should people look for you? They got the bumpy sticks. They got the digital vibes, or no? I think I messed that one up.
Wireless vibes on Instagram and bumpy sticks on Instagram. I mean, that's basically it. I haven't really made any new bumper stickers recently, but I got some going on in my head.
I'm gonna say we got some stuff going.
Your mom is outside.com and just take pictures of people's moms outside.
Just make one that
says
.net. Lucas Anderson, y'all may know him from Post-Ironic Mean Vault as well as LOL Caesars and contributing to all other kind of pages like Bach Hotel. And Lucas, anything else you want to shout out for the people?
I mean, we've got the Snock Drive-In page as well.
Oh, right.
Yeah.
And
that's a good one.
Illuminati Corporation, of course.
Of course.
And the small sleeper page we can't forget, and I think we kind of have because I haven't made content for a little bit. Have you know?
Yeah, look for that. Just little known facts you may or may not have known about. Have you know? And of course, Jason, y'all may have heard Jason on a couple episodes before. Jason Cantu, thanks for being back. You got so many pages, I don't even know where to start. Of course, Comics Misexplained, which has started this whole thing that we do together. Slow heavy metal music playing. Pooh and Tim's, the Buffest movie buffs. Cock and Ball fan fiction theories, forum.com. Check that one out. That's a big one Jason does. Anything I missed?
Yeah, man, I've been on hiatus because I've been working 12-hour days at $20 spin, just packaging records all day, and so I'm always so tired, and I haven't made any new content, any new memes in a while because I feel like people who have that crossover be like, why are you making memes for? Where's my record or some shit, So it's like, I've just been like just in the back, wait until I'm done to research. So it's been almost 2 months, but I'll come back and make some stuff eventually. But yeah, no rush.
We'll be waiting on it.
Yeah,
no hurry. You'll get there when you're ready. Well, all that to say, I mean, these are the homies. We're trying to expand a little bit, do a little more media coverage. Some of this is very specific to what we watch. We didn't even touch on so many, like Star Wars is a big one for this group.
Andor. Last episode is like tonight at midnight or tomorrow.
I haven't seen the last few episodes, so don't spoil anything.
He gets an Iron Man suit.
So fucking good.
Cock and balls are fully out too.
Cassian Andor's fucking just dick just on the floor.
Crazy.
Cassian
Chewbacca.
And what's the little robot
Chewbacca. That's
called?
all I have to say.
Stutters?
That's all I'm gonna say.
Oh, interesting.
Yeah.
Chewbacca.
Big.
Chewbacca.
Things.
Damn.
It's a hair clotting all the time in the back. Yeah.
Oh yeah, it's gross. Yeah.
Chewbacca is a. You know what's funny is we call hippie people wooks, but like Chewbacca didn't have any dreads or anything. Like he took care of his hair. It was like
Yeah, he was clean. Yeah, Wookiees are clean, clean species, so it's kind of disrespectful.
they do it like cats and just lick it, or do they have to like Pantene Pro V it, or?
I mean, they're just normal. I mean, they just clean themselves. Like
They just do it, okay, Phil? Stop asking me all these questions.
Did you
Thanks,
get
everybody.
rockets like dogs? Is that a thing?
Oh, no. Okay, definitely stop asking the questions now. All right, everybody, thanks for tuning
treasure
in.
trip, man. We weren't thinking about it before. Now we are. There's a lot of questions that we got to answer in the prequel.
Okay, good question. Is Chewbacca a cryptid?
Yeah, I like that.
He's basically a Bigfoot. I mean,
he's an alien technically, but I guess it's cryptid, though,
he's
right?
not, because he's an alien. You're right. He's not a
Yeah.
cryptid because he comes from another.
But is he a cryptid on his planet?
No.
There's too many of him to be a cryptid, right?
Yeah.
Humans would be a cryptid on his planet. They'd be like, I saw a weird naked thing in the woods. He had no hair in his.
Well, then is there like a whole entire
out.
planet of like Loch Ness monster bussies? You know, it's like, you know.
I don't know.
Yes.
Yeah. Yes.
In the world of infinite
It's on Neptune.
possibilities, it's
Uranus.
definitely happened. All right, everybody. Thanks for tuning in. This has been bonus episode 17 of the Succ. Make sure you check out our group, the Succ Shane Posting. We have a Discord as well. Join us in there where you can suggest shit that we should talk about on the show.
Yeah. If you make any Comics Misexplained memes, we'll post them.
There you go.
Yeah.
There you go.
I just made a have you know meme based off of our conversation tonight.
I love it.
By the time this episode comes out, this meme will be in the wild. So
I'm gonna be like
this. It will be. I shared it. I shared it in our chat.
Fantastic.
Unbelievable. All right, y'all.
All right, guys. Have a great night. Thanks for tuning in. We'll see you next time. Bye.
You too. Have a good night.
Bye, y'all.